All right, welcome to Raising Funds for World Domination, day number 140. So here's the intro for today. There's not much, no changes on the renovation front. Next hearing is still October 6th. Now, for the terminal block mining simulation game, tonight we are not going to work on it because the prior objective is 100% completed, and version 0.08 of the game was released yesterday. So it's all done and it works great and it's super stable and it's really awesome. And it's basically the same features as the previous version, so from a user's perspective it's not that amazing, but the major advantage is the 6 different ways of doing the same thing have been consolidated into one, and there's also better support for other terminals and many bug fixes and lots of stuff like that. So the next task is to focus on getting the next video done that I've been working on for over a month now. So scripting is 100% done, video recording, voicing, and I'm pleased to report that I think I set a goal of 12% a day. So I exceeded that. So I'm now, I would put it at 81, but I'm 83% done. So that means I got 14% of the editing done today. So at this rate, that would put it at within 2 more days. I could be finished the editing, and then I will release that video, and it'll go super viral because of how good it is. So other than that, that's basically it. I'm not going to do any work. Maybe I'll space out and play the game a bit. But just like last night, I'll probably do. I have no plan for the stream. I'll probably just stream for 30 minutes, and then I'll go back to working on the video so I can crank that out and deploy it, and then put 100% of my focus into something else. Frida La Joya says, "Hey, how's it going?" Orthoplex 64, how's it going? Yoshikaga Kira, I see they reset the names back to what they were before. They've changed that. That messes with my mind. It's so hard to. It's hard enough to remember the regulars of thousands of random people on the internet, let alone when they change the usernames all the time. Up from here. Says hello. How's it going? Yeah, that's basically it. That's the stream. There's nothing more. I can take a sip of my tea. Oh, it's too hot still. So how was everyone's day today among the 3 concurrent viewers that are out there? Can't focus on my studies. Discrete structures is important, but it feels futile because I will forget it within 1 week. Discrete structures. Is that's a computer science concept? I don't think I've heard of it sounds like a theoretical, like a mathematical thing. Computer theory, like comp sci but math. Proofs and axiomatic concepts. Too boring for me though. Do you take computer theory at Waterloo? I did take some logic. I guess I did. I did one course on like formal proofs and stuff. Like it was formal logic for like single turnstile and double turnstile, which I still don't completely grasp. And that I think was the worst mark I got of any course. It was I found that quite difficult. I had some friends who did extremely well in it, who just kind of, they were good at like, it was good if you could just like, if someone tells you the rule and you just, if you can like follow it mechanically, and you can do the proofs really easily. But I would keep trying to like understand, find some rational reason why something would single turnstile something else. But it almost seemed like a lot of the things had circular definitions. It was on my to-do list to go back and actually understand it, but I never got there. I guess if you're having trouble focusing, one thing I found was relevant was if you have any contacts who are doing the same course, if you can like merge like socializing with like discussing the course topic, like if you can just organize like a study session with a few other people or something, or like say like, hey, let's meet up for lunch and review what our answers were for this assignment or midterm or whatever. And then it's like it's just it's much easier to have a conversation with a human about the topic. And you have to be a bit disciplined for that as well. If you end up talking about video games the whole time, then it's not particularly fruitful. You know, once I implement a recipe system for this, it wouldn't be too much extra work to add some cool new features into it. I guess it'll still have to be single player. If I do get enough opportunity to implement multiplayer, it'll be a while before that's complete. Thing that sucks is university socialization is somewhat dying. When you can give the most of your inquiries into the AI, study group stuff is more rare. Not gone, but definitely gone down. Yeah, it's almost, I hadn't thought about that, but that's almost an amusing, we already lives in a kind of like social dystopia before, but now it's even more dystopic. I guess sometimes it can be, you gotta go to your comfort zone sometimes to initiate that stuff. I find a lot of environments I've been in, like in residences and stuff like that, there'll often be like one person who's kind of like, they're a bit kind of like a used car salesman type personality, or not. They're like a bit more. They're kind of like annoyingly over social, but then those people kind of like. It's kind of like it's too much to be around themselves, but then they will also, at the same time, they also kind of catalyze the social group, so they'll like knock on people's doors and annoy everyone. And then be like, hey, come on, come to the thing, come to the event. And then you'll go there and you'll meet other people other than the person who invited you. So you can either find someone like that, or you have to become that person. You can start knocking on everyone's door and be like, hey, wanna play a board game about what was it, discrete structures? Didn't you make a video about silicon wafers? I think I have several videos that involve silicon wafers. Why am I getting you recommended? Good question. You mentioned silicon wafers. Did you watch the how to make a CPU video? First, get a rock, then smash the rock. Now, you've got 98% concentrated silicon dioxide. Or was it, the nice command is my favorite Linux command. The CPU one? Yeah, I have a couple of videos about how to make a CPU video. That's the big one. That one has like 15 million views. It's annoying. I have a bunch of other videos about silicon. I have a video literally about silicon, and nobody watches it. And then I have a few other videos of like some close-ups of CPU dies and stuff. And they have like, I think a couple of them even have like less than 5,000 views. Didn't mean to profile me. I don't even know what that would mean, to profile. Unless you're judging me based on how I look. You looked at me and you assumed from the way I look that I make videos about silicon wafers. I mean, I guess that would be kind of flattering if that's how people judge me when they see me on the street. It would feel more fruitful, like being the used car salesman, if you didn't see layoffs at the current job market. Well, that can also be a catalyst. That can give you something to talk about. You can, bond over your shared misery. Do you make silicon wafers? I do not. I don't make them. Not actually. Also seen the Broke Loser video. Didn't know that we're the same guy. Yep. It's a different camera lens, so my face looks different in both of them. Also different speaking cadence, and depends on there's a different microphone involved. My voice sounds different. Because this is what it sounds like. This is what it sounds like when I'm really close to the mic and I talk very quietly. And then this is what it sounds like when I'm really far away. Testing 1 2 3. Yeah, you could start a I guess you could also you could have like a brainstorming session about like job finding or something. Like I'm sure there's people would probably have an interest in like discussing how they're finding jobs, and like what things they did on their resume and stuff. strategies for applying on LinkedIn and stuff. Thanks for answering my questions. Gonna go. Have a nice day. Thanks for stopping by. How's the renovation stuff going? Currently, we're just counting down the days until the next hearing, which is on October 6th. So the very first hearing was it January 27th of this year, 2025. And then that was a hearing to discuss the merits of, or whether it makes sense to combine the cases. We decided yes. So we had one big hearing with 30-something people on, I forget, I think it was May 24. It was written down. And then after that ended, it took 1 month. It took 1 month for them to decide when the next hearing date would be. So I think it was May 24 was the first like L2 merits hearing. And then they took 1 month to decide the next hearing date. And so on like June 26th or something, they decided the hearing would be October 6th. The next hearing would be October 6th, because we heard from a bunch of witnesses and stuff. And then we ran out of time before the next witness could be called. Yep, it does indeed move slow. It's annoying because it draws out the suspense and uncertainty. Like it's harder to live. I just basically stay at home and work all the time anyway, so it doesn't affect me as much. But if you have like a regular job and you go on vacations and stuff, like you can't plan on a vacation. Like when you have an arbitrary, you have a hearing sometime in the near future, you don't even know when the hearing is going to be. And if you lose at that hearing, if you miss it and lose, you don't even know what the consequences of losing will be. Like how long will you have if they rule against you and you lose? How long do you have? Do you have 20 days or a week or something? And there's just there's nowhere to even find that information. Like you can't even ask a paralegal, because they'll be like, well, it depends on many factors. So you have to be attentive to the whole process. And then when the process goes for years, then it's a significant disruption. This definitely deserves a troll face. What specifically do you mean by this? Well, I'm at coordinate 63,000. Is this a game you're making? Yes. If you wanna link to the GitHub, it is in the description. Good luck. Thank you. Sam Corkin says, "Hey Robert, Jesus loves you. Thank you for everything you do. You inspired me to work really hard and persevere toward my chosen profession." Oh, thank you. I'm flattered. What's your chosen profession? Language interpreter. Interesting. Is that like translators? Professional like those in-person translators when business people go to different countries. They need a translator with them. Neat. Yeah. I mean, at first I was thinking there's like large language models and stuff might make that competitive. But then again, when I think about my like everyday life and because of our extremely high immigration, there's probably, I guess depending on what language you speak, but there's probably way more opportunities for that now. And I guess even with like non in-person stuff, there's probably going to be some there's going to be work in like fine-tuning large language models and like testing them, finding bugs and mistakes that they make. There's a lot of jobs needed for Burmese, I'm finding. Actually, I don't even know. I don't even know anything about the Burmese language. Where do they speak Burmese? Should have applied myself better in sign language class years ago. Jobs are everywhere for that now. Myanmar. Oh, okay. Interesting. I learned French. I did French immersion, but I find it's I really don't like the extra cognitive load of learning a new language. It's a lot of work, and like it's so much work. Some people enjoy it, but to me, it's just a burden. And it's like learning. It's like when you want to write some program, you got to write it in 2 different languages at once. But I'll probably call it a night. I mentioned this will be. I'm just going to do short streams where I space out, maybe play the game for a few minutes. And just to check in, 83% done the next video. So I think with luck, I should be at 100% done in the next couple of days. And then I'll release that, and I'll get lots of views. And then my plate will be totally empty, and I can reflect on what specific thing to focus my energy into next. All right, with that, we'll call it a night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for day 141. Later.